Hi, I'm Nikos Mantis from Pine Tree Catering, and this is Kitchen Conundrums. Today we're going to be making burgers. I'm going to show you some really simple principles of making a really great burger. It's a great thing for summertime, doing on the grill. Everyone loves a burger. Kids love it, adults love it. So making a great burger is a lot simpler than you might think. If you haven't done it at home, I'm going to show you some real simple tips to get this done. So basically the principle is you start with ground meat. Now you can have any kind of ground meat you want. You can do beef, you can do pork, you can do chicken, you can do turkey, lamb, whatever you want. I've got some venison and some pork mixed together in this mixture, so I'm going to be making a venison burger. Okay? So the basic principles of making a burger are having a couple fundamental ingredients. Obviously your meat, some filler. Now the filler, I'm using breadcrumb. You could use any kind of oats, barley, a variety of different ingredients, quinoa if you wanted to. But basically the principle there is it's going to absorb a lot of the additional moisture and liquid while the burger's cooking and retain the flavor in the burger. Okay? Egg. Okay, egg is going to bind everything together and hold our burger the shape while it cooks. Otherwise, if you don't have a binding ingredient, it's all going to fall apart. And then some flavoring ingredients. So what I've got here is some cooked onions and garlic. I always advocate cook your onions and garlic ahead of time. Otherwise, you end up with really sharp tasting onion in the middle of your burger. It doesn't cook enough. If you cook it in advance, it softens the flavors a little bit and it's a little bit sweeter. I always like to use Dijon mustard. I think it's a very nice complement to a burger. And then I always advocate using a fresh herb. Now again, you can go any direction with which herbs you use. The basic I always suggest is parsley. Parsley has really great freshness and it gives an element of a really nice kind of fresh taste to a burger. So basically I'm just going to combine all these ingredients. I'm going to start by just slightly cutting my parsley. The general rule of thumb I use is 1 egg per pound of meat. That is enough to bind the burger meat and all the ingredients you have. I like to mix it by hand. You get a good sense of how everything is mixed. And you don't want your mix to be too wet or too dry. If it is a little too wet, you just add more filler, some more breadcrumb. If it's too dry, you can crack another egg into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to form this into some patties. Make your patties fairly thin. The meat has a tendency to contract and to elevate when it's cooking. So if you make them really thick to start with, what's going to happen is you're going to end up with a kind of like a baseball shaped burger and you're going to have a really hard time getting it cooked through right in the center. So from a pound of meat, I've got 4 really nice patties. I'm going to bring these over to the stove and I'm going to cook one up for you. So starting with a hot pan, so long as you have enough fat content in the burger, if you're frying them in a pan, you don't even need to add any oil. So I'm just going to go right into a hot pan. And that's going to cook for about 2 minutes per side on medium-high heat. So you want to cook your burger on each side until you get a nice color. Beautiful. Now you could do something similar on the barbecue or on a grill, but in a frying pan you want a nice kind of dark caramelization on the meat. When the burger's finished, we're going to take it right back over to the table. We've got a bun ready. So quite simply, we're going to put our burger down on the bun. I've just got some lettuce and tomato, really nice garnishes for a burger. Stick a couple toothpicks in it like that. And there we've got a quick and simple burger. I'm Nikos Mantis. Thanks for watching Kitchen Conundrums.